All of this talk of crazy catches is making me think, like, why couldn't you have just said the helmet catch doesn't count? Like, why does that count? You didn't catch it with his hands, he used his head. This isn't soccer.
And you're speaking very objectively.
Yeah, it's just like
as a member
person,
of the media.
Right, who's in the NFL office.
With no biases or...
protecting the shield or whatever. Helmet catch. It's bull. What is a catch? Who was Bert Emanuel? And are they the NFL's next great receiving pair? Today on NFL Films Presents. There are some questions that just don't seem to have an answer. Which came first? Why did he cross? Is he real? What happens here? What's the meaning of life? And in the NFL...
Do you know what a catch is?
No, I thought I did. And then I watched football.
I don't think he ever became a runner, and if you're not a runner, you got to catch it through the ground, right?
It looked like it hit the ground, but it looked like he was holding on to it. Like it didn't move. If it doesn't move, it's okay, right?
He's got to call it a catch.
When you see a catch, and it's a good catch, and it's all of a sudden not a good catch, but then they explain why it's not a good catch, but it doesn't really explain why it's not a good catch. It explains why they don't think it's a good catch. Still looks like a good catch, but they explain why it's not a good catch, and that's supposed to mean it's not a good catch, but it's not. It's still a good catch.
Does anyone know what a catch is?
He catch it?
Coaches don't know what a catch is. Ask them. Ask a coach what a catch is.
What is a catch?
Who knows?
Oh, wow. You had to ask me that one.
Sometimes staying on the sideline, I'm like, I don't know.
Well, I think we've certainly complicated this in some ways.
The description of it is close to the length of the Declaration of Independence.
It's hard to explain. I'll let Dean Blandino answer that.
We asked coaches around the league this offseason, so we might as well ask you and start here. Dean Blandino, what is a catch?
I don't care what you've heard up until this point, but this will be the definitive answer. So you can just stop here. It's a catch is control, 2 feet, and then time. You have to have the ball long enough to clearly become a runner. And if you don't have control, 2 feet, and time before you go to the ground, then you have to hold on to the ball when you land. And that's the rule.
You make it sound simple, but it's like much more complicated than that.
The rule itself is simple. I think we get plays that make the application of the rule somewhat difficult and subject for debate.
Plays like these.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! He took 2 steps with the ball. He stuck it over the goal line. That ain't getting reversed.
The pass is incomplete.
Under normal football rules, 2 feet down, you catch it in the end zone, touchdown.
The pass is incomplete. The ball was knocked out just as the second foot touched the ground.
How much longer do you have to have it for it to be a touchdown when you catch it both feet down? I don't know. You got to run out the back of the end zone?
Did you see the Devontae Freeman play with the Falcons?
Devontae Freeman drops this ball, but he clearly makes a football move. 2 steps, reaches the ball across the goal line. This will stand as a touchdown.
The ruling on the field is reversed. The player lost the ball, did not maintain control of the pass when he hit the ground.
To me, he does not become the runner, not able to ward off contact. Then it becomes basically an interception.
The ruling on the field has changed. It is a touchdown.
Now I'm really confused.
I think Mike Pereira, the rule might need more clarification.
Do you have, like, Mike Pereira on speed dial?
We have all the networks on speed dial, so I can communicate if the announcers are quoting a rule incorrectly or... So
well, that doesn't happen on Fox.
That's on the other networks, if that happens.
Right.
We call them right away. We call Fox to say, great job.
Great job.
Exactly.
Crushing it.
Yeah.
Give Katie Nolan a raise.
Exactly.
Time for official review with Dean Blandino, the NFL's Vice President of Officiating. Dean, another week, another catch or non-catch.
Do you like that part of your job where you have to go on TV, or would you rather be anonymous?
I like that part.
He does not have to hold it all the way to the ground.
The irony is, the more I'm on TV, it's not great for officiating.
That's what makes this a catch, and in the end zone, a touchdown.
Should we talk about you being a stand-up? Yeah, we should talk about you being a stand-up comedian.
That's a previous life.
How long did you do that for?
I did stand-up for about 10 years. It's really helped me in my current job because it helps. If you can stand up in front of a group of strangers
who hate you,
exactly,
yeah.
and make them laugh, and then you can talk to owners and you can talk to coaches and fans, and it really has helped. I'll tell you this story. I had never been heckled, and I didn't have any heckle material ready. And this guy started heckling me, and I didn't know what to do.
What was he yelling?
He just like, get new material, that type of stuff, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
So I just kind of fumbled through the rest.
Your name is good for puns of like, your set is so Blandino.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You should try stand-up.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah, I like it.
When it comes to poking fun at the catch rule, or proposing ways to fix it, it seems everyone is a comedian.
Hold on, did he catch it?
You know, I came up with, the 100 guys in the bar. If they say yes, it's probably a catch.
And I don't go to bars, but if you're sitting in a bar and all the guys in the bar say it's a catch, probably a catch, right?
I always say that a catch is, if I was in the backyard when I was 10 years old and my buddies and I are playing football and we determine it to be a catch, then that's what a catch is. So I think we've overthought this thing.
I think it just should be common sense, really. Like you did with your friends growing up. Maybe the do-over. It worked when I was a kid. I promise you. You know I'm right. The do-over. All right, just do it over. And you're kind of mad, but you're like, okay, whatever. It's a do-over.
If the NFL could have a do-over, they might go back to this play, where many people think this whole mess started.
Touchdown, Calvin Johnson!
And the Lions take the lead with 24 seconds left.
And I wasn't even at the NFL at this time.
The runner did not complete the catch during the process of the catch.
The interpretation is that he's going to the ground and he doesn't maintain control when he lands.
That's a catch!
I know.
He's got like 9 feet in the end zone, and then he
Maybe
sits
not
down.
9. Maybe not 9.
And then he's like, is it cool if I put this down now?
But
yeah? Cool.
That was a touchdown catch if there ever was a touchdown catch.
That was the stupidest thing ever. That's a little bit like the court system, like, well, the rule said, yeah, but he caught the ball.
And I think most people in all the bars said it was a catch.
They have to go back and say, Calvin Johnson's really was a catch. Now let's start from there. And then they can get a decent rule.
To be clear, if you were working at the NFL when that happened, you would have been like, guys, touchdown, right? That's what you would have said?
I would have left the room at the time. I would have said, I don't know, you guys are on your own.
Blandino was at the NFL for this one. Okay, so it's time to talk about the Des play. I have thoughts, but I think I want to hear yours.
This is a...
He even caught it again there at the end.
He did.
He caught it, and then he went, wee, and then he caught it.
So if the ball touches the ground, which it does, and then it comes loose, it's an incomplete pass. So watch the ball. You're going to see the ball's going to touch the ground, and then it's going to come complete.
But it's still in his hand.
Wait. There's another shot. So the ball's going to touch the ground there.
Mm-hmm.
This is further agonizing Cowboy fans with this, but watch it. See it come. Watch. It came completely loose out of his hands.
But it didn't go to the ground after.
It did. It touched the ground first and then came loose, so that's what made it incomplete.
Man.
That's what made it incomplete.
That's rough.
Yeah. Again, I think you need to let it go as well.
I don't. You know who didn't let it go? Dez. He caught it. I know. He caught it.
Why is that not a catch? I'm trying to reach over the goal line.
Was that a catch in your backyard? It was a catch in my backyard, so.
Yeah, those same guys in the bar probably said it was. Yeah, it probably was.
It's okay. It wasn't like a consequential play or game.
I get random tweets.
Des caught it.
Yeah, hashtag Des caught it.
I get that.
One memorable tweet that I got from a fan was a picture of a 6-year-old boy crying in a Des Bryant jersey, and his father saying, I was the cause of his son's grief. So that makes you feel good and makes you really happy about what you do, that you can make 6-year-olds miserable.
Well, I've done that before.
Yeah.
I mean, who hasn't made a 6-year-old cry?
Exactly. I have a 5-year-old at home, so he didn't think it was a catch, so he was good with it.
Is that who you call when you can't make a tough decision?
Exactly.
Your 5-year-old son?
Yeah.
when you play catch with him in the backyard, do you make sure he makes a football move?
Oh, yeah, if he doesn't catch it and hold it all the way to the ground, it's incomplete. He knows.
He needs to establish himself as a
knows,
runner,
exactly.
or else
He
he's
knows.
done.
That provided a little bit of clarity for me. I
Good.
appreciate it.
I'm glad we could help.
It's just, your job is so hard.
But it's fun. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun.
It's like rationalizing judgment calls is your official title.
And then explaining them to people that sometimes aren't rational.
Blandino told me there are approximately 18,000 pass plays a season in the NFL. Only a few will receive the frame-by-frame, high-def scrutiny that forces him and his colleagues to make a difficult decision.
The receiver lost control of the ball when he hit the ground. It's an incomplete pass.
It's just so crazy how these rules are now, man.
Oh, I know. Because your hand was underneath.
That's what I'm saying. My hand was underneath the ball, man.
Did you guys see that catch in the Jacksonville game?
No, we didn't.
Catch in the corner of the end zone. He goes down, he slides, he rolls over, then the DB punched it out. It's that classic. They gave it to him. They called it incomplete, and they flipped it. It'll be controversial. That's crazy.
We don't want to have rules where people are confused and not sure what is a catch and what isn't a catch.
The former stand-up comic knows that no matter what call he makes, there will be controversies.
Boo! Get off the stage!
And there will be hecklers.
Get some new material! Go Cowboys! Des caught it!